14.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing
You're welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I am Nicholas Akosile Walter. Here are the news making the headlines. Pantami extends NIN SIM linkage till June 30th. Tanzania's President Samia to visit Kenya today. And G7 foreign ministers to discuss rising threats at London summit. And Microsoft to equip 5 million Nigerians with digital skills. I quit if you go beyond third round, Fury tells Anthony Joshua. Please stay with us as we bring you details of the news after this short break. You're welcome back and thanks for joining us on the news in details. Pantami extends NIN SIM linkage till June 30th. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, says the ongoing National Identification Number and Subscriber Identity Module Integration exercise has been extended to June 30th, 2021. This was contained in a statement jointly signed by the Director of Public Affairs Nigerian Communications Commission, Ikechukwu Adinde, and the Head Corporate Communications National Identity Management Commission, Kayode Adegoke. Pantami, who has been under foot of late over his past pro-Taliban radical comments, was also said to have disclosed that 54 million SIM cards have been linked with NIN. Moving forward quickly, Army to summon Ondo lawyer, alleging campaign of 3,000 Fulani. A legal practitioner, Mr. Wale Odusola, has said there are about 3,000 Fulani men taking shelter into the Okitipupa Army Barrack in the Okitipupa local government area of the Ondo State. Odusola stated these barely 24 hours after the state government returned 45 northern youths who were apprehended by the men of the Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amoteku, to their hometowns. Odusola said these, adding that his independent findings showed that the Fulani men had been given open land in the barracks to build shelters. The legal practitioner warned the people of the area to be watchful. When contacted, the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Donald Odogo, said he had no details. Also, the State Commander of Amotekun, Chief Adetunji Adeleye, said the court would investigate the matter. However, the Public Relations Officer of the 32 Artillery Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Captain Ayorinde Omojokun, said it was fake news. In another development, quickly, government promises Lagosians security and safety. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised to stop at nothing to make Lagos State remain safe and secure for the residents. Sanwo-Olu said this administration would ensure that Lagos become a state to be proud of. The governor stated this at the third session of the 34th Synod of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos, Church of Nigeria, held at the Saviour's Anglican Church, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. Sanwo-Olu, who donated 25 million naira to support the Synod, said the state government will be supporting the hosting of the Standing Committee of the Church of Nigeria in September. And quickly, coming from around Africa, Tanzania's President Samia to visit Kenya today. Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan travels to Nairobi today for a two-day state visit Kenya's presidency has said. Suluhu made her first trip as president to Uganda on April 11 to sign major oil deals with President Yoweri Museveni and oil major Total. While in Nairobi, Suluhu will address a joint session of Kenya's parliament. Her visit comes after almost 5 years after her predecessor, the late John Magufuli, made a similar visit. The trip is a response to an invitation from President Uhuru Kenyatta. Relations between the two East African neighbors have been affected by protracted disputes over trade in the past. And past vows include a ban by Kenya on liquefied petroleum gas from Tanzania, which saw Dar es Salaam retaliated by blocking Kenya milk and its products and cigarettes. And still coming from around Africa as well, the Republic of Congo declares end of new Ebola outbreak. The Democratic Republic of Congo officially declared the end of the 12th epidemic of the Ebola virus. It comes 3 months after resurgence in the east of the country and in North Kivu province. A total of 12 cases had been recorded, with 6 deaths and hundreds of people vaccinated since the resurgence of the epidemic on February 7th in North Kivu, the health minister has said. The World Health Organization raised the epidemic to emergency status, fearing it would spread. The virus is mainly transmitted through bodily fluids and can cause symptoms such as fever, vomiting, bleeding, and diarrhea. The biggest outbreak was between 2013 and 2016, which saw 11,000 deaths in West Africa. Despite the announcement, the Republic of Congo's government has urged people to stay vigilant and maintain contact with surveillance teams who will continue to work with local health authorities in North Kivu. We're going on a very short break. We'll come back. We'll bring you updates from the United Kingdom. Please don't go anywhere.
Completely blind for 2 years. He was blind. He can see.
Yabika.
Papa, look at. He was blind. God has done it. He was blind. He was blind. He can see. Shout Jesus.
An outpour of the Spirit that stirs up revival. The wonder-working power made visible.
Who's Henry?
My younger brother.
Who's Ima?
Now our last born.
What's Mopo 20? Mopo 20.
Yes, that's what.
Barracks.
Yes, sir.
That's where you stay?
Yes, sir.
Be restored.
Power. Take.
Impact 2021 FCT Abuja with Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
Johnson Suleiman is my name, and I hope this message meets you well. Do you live in Katsina? Do you live in Kaduna? Do you live in Kano? Do you live in Niger State? Do you live in the northern axis? Be my guest as I come to Abuja. We are coming to the old parade ground for 2 days of standing move of God's Spirit.
Date 6th and 7th May 2021. Time Thursday 6th May by 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Friday 7th May by 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. all night long, GMT+1. Venue Old Parade Ground, Area 10, Abuja, Nigeria. For inquiries, please call.
I'll see you at the old parade ground for Impact 2021. Your time has come.
welcome back. And now updates from the United Kingdom. G7 foreign ministers to discuss rising threats at London summit. Foreign ministers from the world's leading economies will meet in London later for their first face-to-face talks in more than 2 years. The G7 are expected to discuss new ways for the group to defend international rules from external threats. UK Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab will lead discussions on the crisis in Myanmar as well as relations with Russia, China and Iran. He said it was a chance to tackle shared challenges and rising threats. The G7 group, the world's 7 largest so-called advanced economies, is made up of the UK, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan and the United States. Australia, India, South Korea and South Africa have also been invited as guests to the 3-day summit as the UK tries to deepen ties with the Indo-Pacific region. The UK, which holds the rotating presidency of the G7, will host a summit of leaders in Cornwall next month. On Monday, Mr. Raab met U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who is making his first visit to London since being appointed by the U.S. President Joe Biden. At a joint UK-US press conference following the talks, the UK Foreign Secretary said there was a shift towards like-minded countries working more closely together in the face of hostile states like Russia and China. More updates from India. India says infections slowing down as it passes 20 million cases. The number of new COVID infections in India has officially passed 20 million cases, even as the government says that infection rates are coming down. India says infections have consistently dropped since 30th of April, when it recorded more than 400,000 cases. It has reported 355,832 today. In the capital Delhi, an oxygen crunch has shown no sign of abating and people are struggling for treatment. Delhi's government has also said it wants the army to run COVID care facilities and intensive care units. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has repeatedly said that the city is not getting enough oxygen from the federal government, which allocates oxygen quotas to states. But federal officials deny various shortages, saying the challenge has come from transportation. India produces thousands of tons of oxygen a day, but some experts say the supply crunch comes from a lack of investments in distribution network. Delhi hospitals have resorted to sending SOS messages on social media to secure supplies for residents. Hours spent in queues to top up portable canisters have become part of daily life. And quickly, we're going straight to business news. And on business news, Microsoft to equip 5 million Nigerians with digital skills. Microsoft plans to equip 5 million people in Nigeria with digital skills over the next 3 years. This is expected to be done in a partnership with the federal government towards a sustainable digital economy. According to an announcement made on the company's news page, the tech giant plans to build on 3 key pillars, which include connectivity, skilling, and digital transformation. Microsoft President Brad Smith said they believe in the future of Nigeria and are excited as a company to add to their investments. The partnership is expected to create over 27,000 new digital jobs in the next 3 years. Microsoft said it would also partner with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to curb corruption using advanced technologies and the National Institute of Cultural Orientation to protect Nigeria's cultural heritage. And still, on business news, external reserves lost $350 million in 2 weeks, says CBN. The country's external reserves lost $350 million in 2 weeks, falling to $34.9 billion on April 29 from a height of $35.25 billion as of April 16th. Figures obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed that the reserves, which had been fluctuating, rose from $34.85 billion as of April 1st before returning to a downward path in the middle of the month. The Central Bank of Nigeria had recently attributed the improvement in the level of external reserves to the recent upsurge in crude oil prices on the backdrop of the renewed optimism on the successful deployment of COVID-19 vaccine across the globe. In March, the reserves had lost $178 million after dropping from $34.99 billion as of the end of March 1st to $34.82 billion as of the end of March 31st. The Central Bank of Nigeria, in its January economic report, said as a consequence of lower foreign exchange receipts, the official external reserves declined. We'll go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll bring you sports news. Let's see how it's going to look like, what Tyson Fury actually told Anthony Joshua in the prospective match or fight. Don't go anywhere.
Papa became completely blind for 2 years. He was blind. He can see. Papa, look at. He was blind. God has done it. He was blind. He was blind. He can see. Shout Jesus.
An outpour of the Spirit that stirs up revival. The wonder-working power made visible.
Who's Henry?
My younger brother.
Who's Imba?
Now our last born.
What's Mopo 20? Mopo 20.
Yes, that's where we
Barracks.
Yes, sir.
That's where you stay?
Yes, sir.
Be restored.
Power. Hey.
Impact 2021 FCT Abuja with Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
Johnson Suleiman is my name, and I hope this message meets you well. Do you live in Katsina? Do you live in Kaduna? Do you live in CARMEL? Do you live in Niger State? Do you live in the northern axis? Be my guest as I come to Abuja. We are coming to the old parade ground for 2 days standing move of God's Spirit.
Date 6th and 7th May 2021. Time Thursday 6th May by 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Friday 7th May by 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. all night long, GMT +1. Venue Old Parade Ground, Area 10, Abuja, Nigeria. For inquiries, please call.
I'll see you at the old parade ground for Impact 2021. Your time has come.
You're welcome to Sports News and Unboxing. I quit if you go beyond third round, Fury tells Anthony Joshua. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury says he will defeat IBF, WBA and WBO title holder Anthony Joshua within the first, second and third rounds. If he fails to defeat Joshua in the third round in the Raw British World Heavyweight title unification showdown, Fury threatens to quit. Earlier, Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, said was 100% confident the fight would happen despite concerns over delays in finalizing the super fight. Saudi Arabia where Joshua won a rematch against Andy Ruiz Jr. in December 2019, has reportedly offered a huge sum to host the fight. The fight will be the richest in British boxing history, with the two men holding all four of the major world titles in the heavyweight division between them. In another sports news quickly, Sevilla's title hopes hit by late Atletico Bilbao win. Sevilla's chances of winning La Liga could be over after they suffer a heartbreaking defeat by Atletico Bilbao, with Iñaki Williams scoring a 90th minute winner at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Williams' first goal since February snatched a 1-0 win for Atletico and leaves Sevilla 6 points adrift of leaders at Atletico Madrid, with 4 games left to play. Sevilla's first of those will be against Real Madrid on Sunday at Valdebebas, the second part of a potentially pivoted weekend in the title race after Barcelona go up against Atletico on Saturday. Atletico are 2 points clear of Real Madrid and Barca after they beat Elche on Saturday, before Real Madrid saw off Osasuna and Barcelona edged past Valencia on Sunday night. Sevilla had been the form team at the top, having won 5 games in a row. Now their chances of overhauling top 3 now look slim. They will surely have to beat Real Madrid next weekend to reignite their hopes before finalizing the season at home to Valencia, away at Villarreal, and at home to Alaves. That has brought us to the end of the news on Celebration Television News Desk. In case you're just joining us, here's the news headlines recap. Pantami extends NIN SIM linkage till June 30th. Tanzania's President Samia to visit Kenya today. And G7 foreign ministers to discuss rising threats at London Summit. Microsoft to equip 5 million Nigerians with digital skills. I quit if you go beyond 3rd round, Fury tells Anthony Joshua. And quickly, we have photo of the day. You see people helping some climb, some already are at the top already, and some that are at the bottom are already being helped to climb to the top as well. What does that really mean? I mean, team spirit and association is the key to success. You can drop your comment on our Facebook page and our social media platform. On Facebook, we have Celebration TV. Instagram, My Celebration TV. You can tweet at us at My Celebration TV. And on YouTube, Celebration TV. Always remember that your positive contribution to the wellness of the society you find yourself or the organization you work defines your leadership mind. As an individual who knows what to do and do without expecting to be pushed has backed his ways to success. Be it known today that everything we do, think, feel, and believe either has a positive or negative effect on humanity and our national well-being. Be a part of nation building today. Thank you once again for staying with us on our news desk. I remain Nicholas Akosile Wata. Blessed day. To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing AIM of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun